On tonight's Valentine's Day edition of Newswatch, we look at the candidates for the GSP presidential race.
You'll be getting a phone call in the next 2 weeks from the city of Ames. Find out why coming up.
The ISU men's and women's golf team are getting ready for the seasons to change. All this and more tonight on Newswatch 18. Good evening and welcome to the February 14th edition of Newswatch 18. I'm David Geiger.
And I'm Jane Morrison.
The spring 2012 GSB election campaigns have begun. Current GSB Vice President Jarrett Knight and GSB Membership Development Director Katie Brown will be on campaign for a ballot opposite current GSB Senators Jake Swanson and David Bartholomew. Kate and Brown say they hope to improve student debt and the residence halls, while Swanson and Bartholomew plan to focus on academic policies and financial literacy. Executive debates will begin February 20th. Elections will take place online March 5th and 6th.
People speaking and handing out flyers in front of the library can get a little annoying, but as Jonathan Harris and Justin Houston found out, that's all part of having free speech zones on campus.
I'm glad we have a package.
Many people take the First Amendment right for granted. ISU has policies referring to the First Amendment and where people can speak freely. Dr. Michael Bugea takes a different stance on the free speech zones.
The whole campus is wireless, and the idea that there are going to be geographic zones for free speech is a dream, actually a dream of control that could never be controlled. With wireless, you have free speech everywhere. It's amazing that no one's actually looked at the situation from this perspective.
Whether you're a student, a faculty member, a visitor, a public figure, there are two official sanctioned areas on campus where we can practice free speech. One of them being in front of the Campanile, and the other here in front of Parks Library.
Every foot of this university is wireless or just about wireless. So yeah, you can have one little zone here and one little zone there, and then everybody can blog and tweet about it anywhere. So yeah, I think free speech zones are a thing of the geographic past.
Students feel the same way about their free speech right. Adam Carver feels free speech zones aren't quite right.
The university has the right to control what is said and done on its campus, but it isn't really free speech if the things we say and do are impeded or censored based on where we're at.
Cindy Frisch feels the same way.
Well, I think you should be able to do that anywhere on campus. Doesn't really make sense to have it in specified 3 places and that you have to get approval. I don't think that's right.
For iState News, this has been Jonathan Harris with Justin Houston.
The City of Ames is set to test its Code Red emergency notification system February 28th. The city will mass text, email, and telephone Ames residents 2 weeks from today in order to check their database. Residents are urged to make sure their information is updated in order to be alerted to public safety concerns. The Code Red system was successfully used during the flood of 2010, and city officials view it as the best way of maintaining safety during crisis.
The Department of Transportation has released data from last year showing a record low number of driving fatalities. The DOT recorded only 364 traffic fatalities in 2011. This number is the lowest it's been in 70 years, despite the fact that vehicle registrations have quadrupled since 1944. The DOT believes the low amount of deaths is due to safety practices such as guardrails and seatbelt and texting while driving laws.
The Iowa Transportation Commission recently approved a grant of $600,000 to help improve roads around the Ames area. The funds in the Ames area could help construct left and right turn lane improvements on Lincoln Highway and over 1,000 feet of improvements on 590th Avenue. This project is expected to be completed by October 2013. The project is anticipated to provide over 60 jobs and create a large amount of capital investment. The county and city fund will both contribute to this grant.
Same-sex marriage could be legalized in 2 more states, potentially bringing the total up to 8. The General Assembly in Washington state passed a same-sex marriage bill yesterday. The same day, a similar bill passed in New Jersey. The Washington bill legalizes same-sex marriage by June. New Jersey bill is headed to the state legislature, which will vote Thursday. The bills will create marriage equality but do not require churches to perform the marriages. Both states are optimistic about the passing of the bills.
A recent CNN poll shows more than half of all Americans support the payroll tax cut. 54% support the cut, while just 42% are opposed. 59% of Republicans support it as well, while Democrats are evenly split for and against. President Obama has also stepped up his push to get Congress to extend the payroll tax cut for the rest of 2012. The White House claims that failing to do so could stunt economic recovery. Obama's push comes the day after House GOP leaders dropped their demand that any extension be offset by spending cuts elsewhere in the budget. All right, Allison, looks like we had some good sports this past week and looking forward to it.
Sure did, David. We'll have our sports cyclone update right after the break. You're watching Newswatch 18. Welcome back to Newswatch 18. I'm Allison with your Cyclone Sports Update. The Cyclone News basketball team came up short last night, losing to number 9 Baylor 79-64. Baylor's shooting could not have gotten much better. They hit 21 of 29 shots and shot over 60% from the field. Even with the effort of Melvin Edgem and Royce White, the Cyclones were not able to pull off the win. Edgem was Iowa State's leading scorer with 17 points. He had 7 rebounds and tied his career high of 4 assists. White also contributed greatly, scoring 14 points, this being his 10th double-digit game in the Big 12. The Cyclones' next game will be this Saturday against Oklahoma at 12:45 at Hilton Coliseum. The Cyclones last played the Sooners February 4th and beat them 77-70. Cyclones wrestler Boaz Beard has returned to Iowa State this season. He left after his first year at ISU to play baseball at Emporia State. He thought that baseball was what he wanted to do, but quickly found out that wrestling was what he loved. Beard has been struggling this season with a knee injury along with the strained elbow. However, is currently seeded 9-4 this season and rated 15th nationally at the 184 weight range. Beard, along with the Iowa State wrestling team, is starting to prepare for the Big 12 championship in Missouri on March 3rd. The Cyclones golf team is currently ranked 10th in the 15 Oak Hills Invitational in San Antonio, Texas. Iowa State shot a 302 and 289 yesterday and is 5 strokes away from 5th place. Nate McCoy is the leading Cyclones and shot a 71 during his season round, which is 1 under par and 72 in his second round. The final 18 holes were played this afternoon. The women's golf team finished 9th in the Lady Puerto Rico Classic. The last round was played this afternoon, and Cyclones ended up with a 3-day total of 914. Number 6 LSU won the tournament, shooting a total of 884. Their next meet will be Monday, February 20th for the Central District Invitational held in Florida. And lastly, come out and support the women's basketball team as they take on Kansas at home tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Now let's head over to the weather desk with Sam.
Thanks, Allison. Well, we got a bit of snow rain forecast in the forecast for you, but then sunny skies the rest of the week. Let's stay tuned for Size Eyes on the Skies. No, Newswatch. Welcome back, everybody, to Newswatch 18, not Size Eyes, like I said before the break. I'm meteorologist Sam Schreier. Let's jump right into your Iowa weather. Taking a look at our forecast anyway, we've got kind of an interesting bit of weather coming up, at least tomorrow. Nothing too severe, however. Midnight tonight, we're going to get 28 degrees. We're going to drop below freezing. 8 a.m., we get a look at cloudy skies, and as we head into 3 p.m., we have a chance for a bit of a rain-snow mix, more so into the night with 37 degrees. Our current conditions right now are mostly, moony skies right now. This isn't quite the right graphic with 31 degrees, so we have dropped just a little below freezing. Actually, we could pull up the new model run of what we could expect for tomorrow anyway into tomorrow night. Now, this is 0Z on Thursday, I believe. So this is Wednesday night, Wednesday night. And then as we move through our new frame, again, a little bit of rain sneaking its way into Iowa. It's partial snow mix. Our next frame, however, is showing just a little bit strengthening over, moving out east into Iowa, kind of departing. Not too much as far as snow. It's going to be mostly rain with the temperatures being just above freezing. And then our next frame shows into Thursday night, Thursday around midnight or later. All that rain should clear out of Iowa, leaving it nice and sunny for the rest of the week. Taking a look at what our tonight's forecast is going to be. Again, increasing clouds, Chance of that rain-snow mix as we head into tonight with a south-southwest wind of 5 to 8 miles per hour, 25 degrees. Taking a look at what tomorrow's forecast is, that chance rain-snow mix, 38 degrees. Like I said, it's going to be above freezing, so we're going to see more rain than snow, but there is a chance for a little bit of accumulation possibly with an east wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Taking a look at our extended day forecast, if that wants to pop up there for me. Now, tomorrow is Valentine's Day. This is not the right set of days. I don't know why that's happening, but tomorrow it is going to be wind. Wait, this is the right. Nope. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm very tired today, but Wednesday it's going to be snowing. Back to the desk. Oh, my God.
Of the legends surrounding Valentine's Day, the most popular concerns a priest in 3rd century Rome. According to the legend, a law at that time outlawed marriage so that men couldn't avoid going to war. But a priest named Valentine disobeyed the law and continued to perform marriages. Eventually he was caught and imprisoned, but wrote the very first Valentine to a woman he loved from his jail cell. These days, roughly 1 billion Valentine cards are sent every year. And that's all we have for tonight's edition of Newswatch 18.
Join us Wednesday at 8 for more news, weather, and sports.